Hey everyone, my name is Rayshawn Jones and I am one of the Opportunity Navigator with UVA Pipelines and Pathways. Today I'm here to ask some questions with.
Hey, I'm Elijah Gaines, and I am a greeter at the UVA Welcome Team, and I'll be here to answer any questions she has for me. All right.
All right. So, can you tell me about your role as a greeter at the UVA Medical Center?
Yeah, of course. So essentially, what we do is we greet patients as they enter and exit the hospital, and we see if they need any assistance with anything or if they need any transport. There's times where they're going up to visit loved ones, and we'll take them up to their rooms. There are other times where they need golf carts or shuttles, and we also provide that as well from the main entrance all the way to the West Complex. There's also an outdoor shuttle that takes them to the garage, the Lee Street garage. We go to all of the floors and make sure they get home. And if they need to even go to the ER, we can take the outdoor shuttle and we drop them off there at the entrance. So it's a lot of transport, but there's also a bit of patient interaction. It's not necessarily medical, but getting them to where they need to go to their appointments. I do think that's pretty crucial to the patient experience. So that way they can get checked in, get seen, get the help that they need, and be on their way.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. All right. What do you enjoy most about your job?
If I had to summarize, it's definitely the interaction with the patients. A lot of the time, people who come here, they do need help, they do need assistance, or anything in between. And that can be hard to get sometimes. So, us being here kind of fills that gap and it gives them a little bit of reassurance to know, hey, I come here and there's going to be people here that'll make sure that I get to where I need to go and I'm well taken care of. And we try to do our best to provide a positive experience. We'll talk to them on the way to their appointments. We'll ask how their day is, see how things are in life. And, we don't get too personal, of course, that's up to the patient's discretion, but we make sure that they come here and it kind of eases the nerves. There's a lot of times where there's a lot going on. There could be family members in a room with all sorts of things going on, and they could have a lot on their minds. So, us being here, just having someone to talk to or even an ear to basically, lend a few words to. I think that's something that's pretty good to have. And I definitely don't think it's taken for granted. We do get, our compliments. We do get thank yous, and I really enjoy being able to have a place where you can genuinely help people and you can genuinely do good things for good people. Because a lot of these patients, they didn't ask to have the things they have. So that being a part of their lives, at least while they're here, it can at least be a little bit easier for them with us kind of making sure that we do our part. Um, and it's nice to have something like that where you can genuinely help people, be polite, be nice. And it's not sort of because of expectations, just the fact that you can.
Mm-hmm.
And a thank you goes a long way, or basically taking them to where they need to go and making sure it's a smooth ride there, It's the little things.
That's awesome. That is good. All right. So, how did you first hear about pipelines and pathways?
Well, I actually got referred to an event, a hiring event, through some family members. And I basically put my application in. We had phone consultations. And after the event, the hiring process basically started. Um, it was definitely not something that was overcomplicated. There are a lot of steps, but once it's complete, it's pretty much solidified, and you're basically in UVA. And there's definitely a lot of different avenues and different things that you can do with UVA, and it's definitely a good start and getting your foot in the door and getting everything organized, helping out.
All right. What kind of support did you receive through the program, the Pipelines and Pathways program?
Well, the first thing was the hiring, basically getting the job application started and getting all of that basically taken care of. And as I mentioned, there are a lot of steps, but there's definitely a lot of support to help you through those steps and simplify it and basically streamline it to where it's very smooth flowing. It's kind of like having guardrails or train tracks. You're not going to stray off and if you get confused, there's someone there to help you. There's all sorts of different programs and events that are happening pretty much all the time. So I think there's something for everyone. And in this case, basically becoming part of the welcome team was one of those things on my end. So,
All right. Would you recommend pipelines and pathways to others?
of course, there's a lot of different things that Pipes and Pathways offers. It's not just hiring and just getting you started. It's programs, assistance. There's different helplines and different people that you can talk to for all sorts of different needs or questions or inquiries. It doesn't matter, like anything you can think of. There's so many programs, and even with stuff outside of work and things of that nature, they'll help you with that as well. Transportation is a great example. If that's something you're struggling with, they'll step in. All you have to do is basically just get in contact with someone and communicate any concerns or just any questions you may have. And there's somebody that will help you with that.
So Elijah, thank you so much for taking the time out. I know you're a little busy working and everything, but we appreciate you. And thank you for answering the questions. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. I'm glad to have been able to help y'all today
All
as you
right.
helped me.